About the company. SK Telecom was the first in Korea to invent a mobile phone service. It was the first company to provide mobile communication service. It was the first company to provide mobile internet service. Through SK Telecom, people can communicate with their friends and families from anywhere. People can talk through video calls. They could watch TV in the subway, or look for directions to a place they need to go. With these, SK Telecom's IT infra spreads around the world. Now, the company has grown to become the #1 telecommunications service provider. The company thought, what if SK Telecom's technologies are combined with other various technologies? What if the new technologies can be returned to our society? The new technologies of SK Telecom have enabled us to imagine indefinite possibilities, and such imaginings have returned to a relay of possibilities. About the robot. Smart Robot Albert, one of the relay, has come to this world. Smart Robot Albert is a small robot. It's an interesting robot that uses a smartphone as its brain after connecting with it via Bluetooth. Besides, upon installation of its robot application in this smartphone, Albert can become friends with children as it moves, reads stories, sings, and plays with the children. The eyes of Albert are LED, which indicates its response. Also, its belly has a slot for mounting a smartphone. It moves when it is touched, and it has proximity and distance sensors. It moves on the board with its power wheels. It reads cards with OID sensors at the front and back. In addition, it reads a book by using its Smart Pen. You can enjoy various board games with Albert through the Smart Dice. It teaches many vocabularies through cards. Through the collaboration of Albert and smartphones, children can communicate, play, and learn naturally. About the program. All these hardware functions undergo a transformation when they encounter the application. By downloading the Smart Robot Launcher at the application store, Smart Robot Albert can be registered. By connecting through Bluetooth, it will then be ready to be used. It can be registered and ready to use via Bluetooth connection. After that, by downloading various applications in the robot market, the program can be enjoyed. Albert's remote control makes the robot move. Albert's Story allows you to play games with Albert. Storytelling Book lets you hear fairy tales. English Word Card enables you to learn words using cards. Hurly Burly Market Game is a board game that you can enjoy with friends. Moreover, various other applications were developed for Smart Robot Albert. New applications are set to be released too. SK Telecom is happy with the thought that it can entertain children with the robot and smartphone through boundless imagination. Smart Robot Coding School. The world is changing into the age of software-based scientific technology. Software has become a basic tool to show what's in your head to the world, and the ability to deal with software has become a must, not an option. Coding education is to learn the ability to speak a computer language, the ability to issue orders to enable a computer to execute what's imagined, and how to prioritize and implement tasks logically to find a faster and more correct way. Basis of coding education for kids, Scratch. In a class to learn basic software by making a cat move with blocks on the screen, Albert, a smart robot of SK Telecom, took another step forward, thinking, what if I can make my robot friend Albert move with the coding I made? What if it can change the color of its LED eyes and move around here and there? Smart Robot Coding School provides coding education without an advanced computer or internet. Programming actual movement, not movement of an object on the screen, and sensing of the robot is possible with this education. With blocks of a smartphone, children can learn the ability to solve problems with creativity and think logically. They can learn mathematical thinking through various missions and travel around a zoo or their neighborhood with Albert. Stack Mini, that children can learn naturally about coding with. Stack Mini, with which you can make Albert move around by programming blocks on the screen. Free coding. Stack Card, that makes Albert read the card with command. Makes the card appear on the screen of a smartphone by converting physical signals into digital signals. And again makes Albert move according to the command by getting it to read the signals. Smart Robot Coding School supports for imagination of children through a variety of coding programs. Going global. Smart Robot Albert, who wanted to tell many stories to our society and to the world through the relay of possibilities, had a lot of travels. Children who went to a traditional market with their moms could meet Albert, and handicapped children could also communicate with Albert. Having been introduced to exhibitions, academic conferences, symposiums, and more, Albert had a chance to travel around many different countries such as Taiwan, China, Malaysia, the US, Europe, Central and South America, and so on, meeting new people around the world. It was awarded for beautiful designs, innovative technologies, and programs. Children who experienced a variety of applications with SK Telecom's Smart Robot Albert, children who made friends with a robot. Wouldn't they become an innovator who is interested in SW when they are grown up? Would children who live in a remote rural village or away from advanced education become an innovator in the future? SK Telecom's Smart Robot Albert is going on a journey to help develop the world's future innovators.